Hello everybody, welcome back to the Within Japan YouTube channel. The live stream is about to start, so make yourself comfortable. But before it does start, got to tell you, here on the channel, we're not sponsored by anybody. However, when we are traveling this beautiful country, there is only one telco that we trust. There's only one telco that provides you an unlimited great service, and that of course is Secure Mobile. All of our live streams that you see on this channel are done via Secure Mobile. Now, if you are coming to Japan, you will need a SIM card or a portable Wi-Fi device. So why not help a small insignificant YouTuber out by clicking on our affiliated link listed in the description below. It costs you no more, but you know you will be helping out the channel big time. Also, throughout the course of this stream, if you do want to buy me a coffee, we have a PayPal link listed in the description below. 50 cents or $1. It really does help a small insignificant YouTuber compete with all the other big YouTubers out there. Anyway, that's enough of me. It is time for the live stream, so sit back and enjoy today's broadcast. Here we are at Hakata Port Tower, I think that's what it's called. And it's further away than what I thought. I walked all the way down here and it was like, do I keep going? Do I keep going? It seems not to be getting any closer, but I persevered. We've got a bit of a long stream coming. The people that were bearing with us today for the other streams we did, the phone was overheating, I was overheating. I mean, look how red I am. I have had sunstroke upon sunstroke upon sunstroke here during the summer, and although it's now started to take its toll on me, if you do the same itinerary as I'm doing, less the YouTube and less the walking, the itinerary is perfectly fine. 14 days in 14 cities, or 14 cities in 14 days, but I have been walking an awful lot, trying to also film stuff when I haven't been doing the live stream. So yeah, I've burned the candle at both ends. I'm extremely hot. I'm extremely we will finally do a Hakata stream now, hoping that we keep the internet on our side. So let's go around this way to start with, just to show you the port, and then we'll walk back into where we were earlier today, and give you a look at that now. The sun's starting to go down a little bit. Quite strange, like a lot of places in Japan, that this was obviously once a tourist type area, and as the years have gone on, it's kind of become overgrown and unloved and unused. So I think there is a new part. I can't even think of easy words. I think there is a new part on the other side for people that are just socialising and all, but this is certainly the old part as we look at the ferry. And it seems there's an old shrine here as well, because of course there's shrines everywhere, is there not? So we've got a bit of a walk, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, ahead of us. Some of it's going to be not too exciting as we go through the industrial area, but I hope that somebody will come along and keep me company. Just like everywhere in Japan, Hakata is brilliant. I could see myself coming back here and spending longer time. There were some things that I wanted to do, but I just never got round to it. I actually went for a little bit of a nana nap, I've got to say, because the heat just really got to me, he says. And hello to you that are joining us. That's just my little yacht that I asked to park there at the moment. Has it rained? No, it hasn't. I want it to. I'd like it to. It is lovely, but it is stinkingly hot. And again, you can see this is like the old tourist area. I'm pretty sure there's a tourist area on the other side now, but this is definitely overgrown. This is how 12 p.m. looks. You know what, Duxu? I agree with you. I went to the capsule motel. The heat had really got to me. I lay down and I fell asleep for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes or something. I wake up in a pile of drool and everything you can imagine. And I thought, I really need to go back to sleep. But I thought if I go back to sleep, I'm not going to wake up until tomorrow and we'll miss out on doing a live stream. So I thought, bugger it, let's do it now. By the time we get down to where we're going anyway, it should theoretically be dark. The sun is going down now. The building over there is shading it from us at the moment. Though when the sun does appear, it is still quite bloody hot, say. And look, it's 10 o'clock somewhere in the world. But yeah, this is how 10 o'clock in Japan looks. Oh, my pants just keep falling down. I've lost so much weight in Japan. It's crazy. Even before 9:30 this morning, my Fitbit was saying to me, "You've done your 10,000 steps." But look, the TV cameras, I told you, they follow us everywhere, man. They are just like everywhere, these TV cameras. Obviously recording some sort of television show. I don't know what TV show they could be filming. But yeah, TV cameras in Japan are like everywhere, which is, as I say, which is they have, you know, they've got the big cameras and the microphones and the producers and everything going on there to make TV that is only broadcast within Japan and sometimes only broadcast within this particular area. Here we are broadcasting to the world on a mobile phone and a gimbal, you know, DJI gimbal. No, it's not a DJI gimbal. What gimbal have I got? The Insta360 gimbal. So it's quite funny. Has really changed, hasn't it? It'd be interesting to see in the years to come if they make TV shows, like proper TV shows, out of mobile phones. I will not return for the summertime, no. Or if well, actually that's not the correct kind of answer there, really. If I return back to the summer, I wouldn't be doing the YouTube in the summer. That's a bit that's really taken its toll, walking out here in the heat and in the sun. If you're coming just as a tourist in the summer, I think it's perfectly fine. It is shitty hot outside during the day. It's the humidity. It's not the heat, it's the humidity which is the killer. And you know, as a tourist, you can go inside a shop, go inside a tourist attraction, you know, you can do stuff inside. I suppose very similar to how I do it in Sapporo, really, in the winter. You know, I'm not always outside. I'm inside quite a lot. So I would do summer again, but not with the YouTube. So I could just take it a little bit more easier. You know, where I could just come out in the evenings, during the day I'd stay inside. Maybe get a nicer hotel that, you know, has some of the luxuries in it, like the swimming pool and the rooftop bar and, you know, that sort of stuff. And then, as I say, then just come out in the evenings. But if I was going to continue doing any sort of YouTube stuff, no, summer's definitely a no-no for me. I will continue my trend of winter visiting as we go through the industrial area. We've got a bit of a walk ahead of us here. When I was in Japan, I might film how to use the Shinkansen wheelchair. Good idea. I have one of the one of the vests with the fans in it. I bought one. We unpacked it. I wore it. How can I put this? If it was just heat, I think it would work okay. But with the humidity, it really didn't achieve anything. All it was doing was pushing that dampness, that hot, sticky dampness into the coat. I think it's going to be fine for the Australian summer. I don't regret getting it at all. But in the weather here with this humidity, it has not achieved its goal. And also, I think it's something like that. It's not really designed for what I'm doing, which is being outside all day, every day. I noticed when I was going outside and inside buildings with it on, it was very nice because it would suck in the air conditioning and really cool down the body. Very nice. And then you could go outside for a little while, you'd be fine. But when you're spending, many, many hours outside, it really doesn't help. And those jackets, in case you never knew, they're like a plastic anyway, so that the air that the fan is pumping in doesn't escape. So it's kind of like a catch-22 with it. This is the industrial area. Don't think it's anything pretty here. It certainly is not. We are going to go down to near the building that we saw first thing this morning, and then we'll curve round, if the phone allows us to, around to Canal City, because I'd like to see that at night. I think that'd be nice. But yeah, no, I think that would work fine in Australia heat. If it's a dry heat, I think perfectly fine. But the humidity here is, well, I would say as bad as what Malaysia was, or well, as bad as even what Singapore is, and that's pretty bad. So, Duxu kept saying, and lose signal under the bridge. If we lose signal, just hang in there. We will be back. We will be back. I just knew that was going to happen. I will try and call Qantas next week to book the wheelchair in. Good move. Good move, Sammy. Not sure what's going on here. Not sure what's going on here at all. The Shinkansens have been great, because they're air-conditioned. They're very comfortable, very quiet, very relaxed. I'm not fatigued from the travel I've been doing on the Shinkansen whatsoever. It has been a dream. In fact, I think if I was doing what all the other tourists do, and that's like fly everywhere, I think I would be extremely fatigued. The Shinkansen, to me, is a godsend within Japan. There's no pushing and shoving on the Shinkansen, of course. And I have a reserved ticket, so you got a seat. Usually when you go by yourself on a Shinkansen, they don't book the seat out next to you, so you usually get a couple of seats anyway. I've only ever been on one Shinkansen when I've had somebody sit next door to me, and that was only for literally a couple of stops. I couldn't have done this itinerary with planes, and I certainly couldn't have done it with a car either. It would have fatigued me too much, and I'm sure I would have had an accident. So the only way to do it was with the Shinkansen. And again, so many people say that the Shinkansen pass isn't worth it, and to hire a car, because you can't get anywhere in Japan unless you've got a car, and that's just bullshit. We've done the whole country now. We've been, we started in Tokyo, we went up to Sapporo, we've gone past Tokyo again, we went all the way down to Kagoshima, now we're heading back up again. He says, as the signal drops out every now and again. Bear with us if the signal does drop out. The phone is very, 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 very hot. Super Pups. Big battery autoplay, very confusing. Yes. February, Japan now. Book 5 days Seoul. Fukuoka. Doing driving this time, 14 days, woohoo. Super Pups, I want to know where you're driving, how long it takes, where you go, and what you do. I want your full itinerary. If you don't want to post it on here, email it to me at imallabroad@gmail.com, because I'd like to maybe do a challenge with myself, and once you've done your itinerary and give us an update on it, I would like to do it via public transport and see what happens. Is the fact that you can really go corners of Japan. Well, I mean, this is true. This is true. 10 weeks till Japan, can't wait. Woohoo! Look, and don't get me wrong, there are places in Japan that a Shinkansen doesn't go to, or a local train doesn't go to. The Tomb of Christ is a place I want to go to. I'm not religious, but I think it's funny there's a Tomb of Christ in Japan. But I'm looking at it in a normal everyday tourist that's coming here. I'm looking at it for one of those tourists which is 99.999% of them, that does Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. That's all they do, and that's why they say the Shinkansen is of value for money. So what I'm doing here, what I'm doing over the 14 days, is really for those people. If you've been in the country many times before, and you've done your research, and you know that these are the places you want to see, sure, a car, a camper van, whatever, fantastic, great. I'm all for that. But most people that come here are just have one-off tourists, a first-time tourist, and you know, they're led to believe, and again, it's by a lot of these American YouTubers that live in Japan. They're led to believe that they need a car. They're led to believe that the JR Pass is a waste of money. They're led to believe they can't get anywhere in Japan. And it's a total lie. The JR Pass to me is an absolute godsend, as you know. And what we've done this week, none of you can say we have not got value for money out of it. The reason why these American YouTubers in Japan badmouth the JR Pass is because they're not entitled to get them. They're not allowed to, because they're living here under a work visa. Because every Japanese YouTuber that lives here, none of them are a resident or a citizen here. They're here on working visas. They are not allowed to have a JR Pass, so they never have one. They've never used one, and so therefore they never know. That's the thing, they never know as the alarm goes off. I am sweating more than my bum off, I tell you. Yeah, I want to see them as well. Toast of Waffles is here. I want to see those roads as well. What do we call them in Australia? I've totally forgot what we call them in Australia. But yeah, the one in Japan, they look pretty awesome, I have to say. They're mega structures, especially the car parks are mega structures. Yeah, you know, I would like to do a camper van at some point, but you know, my channel isn't about that. I want my channel to be the things that the first time tourists can do and see and touch and that. And even though it's great to see these adventures in camper vans and cars, it's really out of the reach of 99.99999% of people, you know what I mean? So, content. Are you doing food carts tonight, Mark? We have to find them. They were down here, weren't they? If you want to know about this little city that we are in at the moment, we have a video of it. Hakata with a in the Shinkansen about 5.5 hours to make the journey. Now this journey is covered by your JR Pass, and to grab yours, why not click on our affiliated link listed in the description below. You know what, we're going to start that video again because the internet dropped out a couple of times. I know it did. So let's just go down here past this building that's causing a little bit of trouble. We're going to start that video again about Hakata because I want you to know all about it, including how small the population is. This is the other thing that gets to me about Australia uses the excuse, we can't do this, we can't do this, the population's too small, we can't do this, we can't do that, population's too small. But you know, this has a population of 200,000 compared to like Perth, which has a population of like 3 million. Instant ramen is what I'm having for dinner, guys. So if we do keep lagging, just hang in there. The signal will get better and worse. The Pixel 6 is really struggling. But let's try that video again because we're coming up to some windy, clear space. Let's try it. Hakata, with a population of 230,000 people, is located 1,100 kilometers from Tokyo, taking the Shinkansen about 5.5 hours to make the journey. Now this journey is covered by your JR Pass, and to grab yours, why not click on our affiliated link listed in the description below. Hakata-ku is a ward of the city of Fukuoka in the Fukuoka prefecture. Many of Fukuoka Prefecture and Fukuoka City's principal government, commercial, retail and entertainment establishments are located in Hakata. Hakata is also the location of the Fukuoka main train station, which is called Hakata Station, Fukuoka Airport and the Hakata Port that services international passenger ships. Hakata is one of the oldest cities in Japan. Hakata, which faces onto the Genkai Nada Channel, dividing Japan from Korea, was a base for merchants who traded with China and Korea, and the city housed Japan's first Chinatown. In 2016, a large sinkhole appeared in the city centre, just west of the Hakata station. The sinkhole was filled and the affected roads were completely repaired within just a few days. But don't get that sinking feeling thinking there's nothing to do in Hakata. It, like every other Japanese city, has many things to do, and some of these include Fukuoka Castle Ruins, Canal City, here we go, there's Shofuki Temple, Hakata Port Tower. The door to Hakata is widely open to you with your JR Rail Pass, and why not help a small insignificant YouTube channel by getting your JR Pass at our affiliated link listed in the description below. I hope you have enjoyed those little information videos we've been doing all week. I'm not very good at doing information videos or voiceovers. The phone is telling me it is extremely overheating and malfunctioning. If the signal breaks up, do tell me, please. When the phone overheats, it cuts out of the internet to try cool itself down. And if it plays up too much, let me know and we will end this stream. I will let the phone cool down and then we will restart the stream further down, but we'll try keep going at the moment, okay? If it breaks up every now and again, it's okay, but if it breaks up too much, let us know and we'll end this. We'll let the phone cool down and we will continue. Bloody Pixel 6, I tell you, worst bloody phone in history. And Sam is right, it would take forever to drive that. And you know, if you are coming here with a lot of time up your sleeve and you are going to hire the car and whatever and take your time and drive safely, again, fine. But most people come here, most tourists come here and they're only here for a couple of weeks. And they do, as I mentioned, the Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. I'm going to keep mentioning it because you have to stop doing this, people. It is expensive. We've shown you so many things this week that's free away from the tourist areas. I mean, like to be on that volcano yesterday, that was erupting while our feet was in the natural the natural hot spring. While looking at dinosaurs, you got like that is. It costs us $2 on the ferry as the internet comes back again. I told you the phone would be freezing up a little bit, so. You know, it's $2 doing an experience like that, or staying in Osaka and paying $100 to go into a theme park or something. You can't stress it enough to you all. Only have been watching your videos this week, but the little history of the towns is really good. Oh, thank you. We've only got one more little history to show you, and that's tomorrow. I might have a Kobe beef experience tomorrow. I've had one before. I'm thinking about spoiling myself for a job well done this week. My live streams are normally horrendously bad. I know today we've had a lot of problems with it because of the phone. But normally the quality is very bad, the pitch quality is very bad, and the works. I'm somewhat pleased with this week, so I might get that Kobe beef experience again. And I might just take a little bit easier tomorrow. I've got a day and a half in Kobe tomorrow deliberately. I want to relax, build up my energy, get it ready for just a few hours in Osaka. I'm literally only doing a few hours in Osaka. It's not my favorite place in the world. It's packed, it's cramped, it's expensive. It's everything that Japan is not. So I'll relax in Kobe tomorrow. There's a beautiful waterfall there. There's a funicular railway up to the top of the mountain, which I'll catch. There's a herb garden up there. There's a lot of things to see in Kobe, and I've given you some of it. Isn't it so good? Did you have the one with the private chef or master, meat master, whatever they call it, where they go do 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 do. Isn't it so good? I filmed it in 360 degrees last time I had it, where you can move the camera around. That's on the channel. Pretty good. Ditto about Osaka. Hate the hell out. Yeah, it's just not me. Everything's getting hot here after about 2 seconds, Sam. It is ridiculously hot. You know, Osaka is not for me. People say to me, either A, they've been to Japan, or they know people that have been to Japan and they don't want to go there because it's packed and expensive and pushy and shovey and a nightmare, and you know, and you burn all your energy. And it's like, no, it's Osaka. I can't stress enough. Avoid Osaka like the plague, people. Avoid it like the plague. It's just, to me, it's everything Japan should not be. Hey, Pauline. And it is, it's like ridiculously expensive. And I got attacked by a panda there. Hopefully the phone won't play up, Pauline. Pauline, thank you again for your kindness and your generosity. Thank you very, 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 very much. I'll get the kiddies a few extra things with that contribution. Thank you very much. And if anybody else does want to buy me a drink, go to PayPal below. Kobe, I know, right? It's down the road from Osaka. You don't even need the Shinkansen. It's like local train. Boom. Kobe, there you are. People don't even go to Kobe. Tourists don't even go there. You know, and you say to them, have you been to the waterfall? Oh, you know, I don't want to go traipsing. Like, it's directly behind the train station. Yeah, like the train station, there's a mountain and a waterfall and a beautiful gardens and just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, you know, and I know I keep saying this to the people that have been joining us every day, but this is in case anybody new comes along. I'm doing this to show you that you need to go other places. And all these American YouTubers that are in Japan always say the JR Pass is a waste of money. And when I say it's not, they come back and they say, put your money where your mouth is. Well, I am. I'm putting my money where my mouth is this week. We're doing 14 cities in 14 days, and we're showing you pretty much how to get your JR Pass for free, because the last few days we're going to be on the sleeper train, which is covered with your JR Pass, so we don't need to pay for accommodation. I challenge all these American YouTubers that are not allowed to have a JR Pass anyway to actually travel on the Shinkansen or JR the country and then report that that it's crap. You're going to see some jumping fish here in a second if I wait here long enough. You saw the video where I was attacked by a panda. My God, it hurt. I had a bruised leg for a week. You know, the fish were jumping all the time when I walked down here. One just jumped before I turned the camera around, and now they're camera shy. Come on, we want one fish. Is it gonna jump? No, I'll give it 30 seconds more. Maybe if I put the camera up here, look at the beautiful sunset. Look at that. Look at, isn't it extraordinary? Again, the phone is overheating, everybody. So if we break up or lose signal, bear with us. If it breaks up too much, I'll end the stream. I'll let the phone call off, and then we'll continue. You bastard! You bastard of a fish! I turned the camera around and he jumped. There's another one over there. You can't see it too far. Come on, over here, fishy. It's making a liar out of me. People are going to say there's no jumping fish. You've been in the sun too long. I haven't. There! Did you see that? You saw that. That was on the camera. Watch it on repeat. The lock here for the flooding. Well, this is the point, Pauline. The American YouTubers that live in Japan, none of them are entitled or allowed to use a JR Pass. You are correct. And so because of it, they know nothing about it. And so therefore, they never have anything good to say about it. But all of you that are coming to Japan, that are watching this channel, all of you that are coming for holidays, you are entitled to a JR Pass. See, because you've got to buy it in your country. You buy the certificate in your country. It's only the certificate you buy in your country. You bring the certificate over here, then you transfer for your JR Pass. So if you are buying a JR certificate, you can buy it now, for example, and not use it for 2-3 months in advance, you know? You pick the start date whenever you want. The sky is beautiful, isn't it? They call this Canal City in Hakata because there's a lot of canals. But yeah, if you think that we have not got value out of the JR Pass this week, you know, I mean, like, we got the 14-day pass, which is 500 Australian. Expensive, but I challenge you, because I did travel around Europe on the Eurostar and Eurorail and DB Rail and all that sort of stuff, and see how quick that all adds up. It adds up pretty quick, pretty expensive. The difference between DB Rail and the Eurostar and that is it is actually a nightmare, because they're not run very well or very efficient. You know, they're late, you've got to cart your luggage through, there's different companies operating different things, and where here it is literally such a pleasure. You don't need to think. It's like, okay, my train leaves at, you just got to know when your train leaves. My train leaves at 6:25. That's all you need to know. It will leave at 6:25. That's it. The only other thing you need to know is your seat number. That's it. The JR Pass is going up in October. Yes, it is. It is. Yes, it is. But it's still value for money. Because again, if you get on that sleeper train, for every night you are on the sleeper train, you are not paying for accommodation. Right? So does it matter that the JR Pass is going up if you're not paying for accommodation and you get to stay on the sleeper train for a few nights? It's bloody comfortable on there. I do it every time I come to Japan. It's got the best shower in the world on that bloody train, I tell you. And there's no tourists on that train. No tourists at all. So you're not going to be bombarded with smelly, loud, noisy tourists. It is a luxury sleeper train, and it goes to, well, 4 different locations, really. Which is Takamatsu, Osaka, Izumo, and Tokyo. So if you do, like I'm doing a couple of nights on this particular trip, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 nights, Tokyo, Izumo, Tokyo, Takamatsu, yada, yada, yada. You know, I'm saving $400 odd on accommodation. Never heard of the sleeper train? That's what I mean. It's all these American YouTubers that live in Japan, they just say it's a waste of money. They say it's going up in price. They want that clickbait. That's all it's about. It's a clickbait. They don't tell you you get the sleeper train. They don't tell you you get JR ferries. You know, you can even sleep on some JR ferries. You get accommodation on some JR ferries as well. So you get buses, ferries, trains, sleeper trains, local express, Shinkansens. You get the works, and that's the point of it all. Don't worry that the price is going up. Everything goes up in price. Your country, my country, every country, prices go up every year. So the Shinkansen is going up, the JR Pass. It's still great value. It's still cheaper than a lot of rail around the world. It gets you completely around this country where you can see it. That's why we've been doing this, 14 days, 14 cities. And as I say, as long as you put that sleeper train into your schedule, then you're saving on accommodation. Picture if you're coming over here, mum, dad and a couple of children, right? 4 years. And you're going on the sleeper train. Look how much you're saving on accommodation. You know, the kids would love it. And trust me, it's a really, really, really damn fine train. Have a Google of it, or look on our channel, because we've been on it a few times. Sunset Seto, or Sunrise Izumo. Yeah, but you know, it hasn't gone up for quite many years, and I understand why it's gone up. I really do. Because the main problem with the Shinkansen, even before COVID and even now, is that little triangle that the tourists go on, which is the Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo lines. And although Japanese people do catch a Shinkansen, because some people have messaged me going, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Japanese people do catch a Shinkansen. Most Japanese people that catch the Shinkansen are business travellers. You do get some school children on there with special Shinkansen passes that they get. But it is mainly business travellers. Nana, Pop, Mum, Dad, you know, the children going for a picnic on the weekend. They don't catch a Shinkansen. It was all designed for the business traveller. And the trains are just too full because of the bloody tourists on that little circle. That's why the maglev is being built. And we've been to the maglev as well on the channel. If you haven't seen the maglev, check out the channel. It's a levitating train. I'm sure you all know what the maglev is. That's why the very first line is going Tokyo to Osaka when it opens, or part thereof, to try get the business travellers where they need to get to. So the maglev will be for the business travellers, and they're going to keep the Shinkansen for the bloody tourists. A good example of how bad the system is in capacity wise, and you've got to remember these run every few minutes. When there was a typhoon the other day, you had all these tourists with unreserved tickets because I always reserve my tickets, they never do. And you had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of tourists, and they couldn't get them on the trains. The trains were already chock-a-block full. So the price has to go up. They had to try discourage tourists from doing that little triangle. If tourists actually spread out and did what we're doing and actually went to other places in Japan, it would take the stress off the Shinkansen system. And I would say, hand on heart, I would say if that happened, the price wouldn't have gone up. But the tourists have killed it with what they're doing with that little golden triangle. Subsidised for their staff, yeah. But you know, outside of, as I say, like the Shinkansen today that we caught from Kagoshima to here, that was the full route. It didn't continue after here, so it never went anywhere near the tourist areas. It was a beautiful Shinkansen. It was called the 800 series Shinkansen. Beautiful wood-crafted seats. Oh, so spacious, so luxurious. Nobody on it. You know, like in my carriage, I would say there was 8 people, maybe. 8 people, 10 people, maybe. And once you start doing stuff like that as well, as a tourist, you enjoy your holiday more. It becomes less stressed, much more relaxing. The scenery becomes more beautiful because you see the mountain ranges and the like. I can't honestly bang it into you anymore that the JR Pass is so good with the sleeper. I think Jason's even doing the sleeper because he's been watching the channel. He's here now, and you know, I think it's the first time he's ever going to be on the sleeper train, and it's because he never knew about it either. We were on a ferry the other day. Somebody messaged the other day. It could have been David, I think, or maybe somebody else. And they said, oh, we never knew you got the ferries with your JR Pass. It's like, yes, of course you do. Anything that has JR in it is covered by the rail pass. We are heading into the more tourist area now. That's why there's not much to see at the moment. We left the industrial area, of course. We're heading down to the parkland, and then we'll curve around into Canal City, which should look magnificent. And I was he says, was it I'm thinking out loud. You know, there's a lot of clickbait out there, unfortunately, with Japan, and I don't know. Well, I know why they do it, because they get the views. America is the biggest audience for YouTube, and you know, I think the number one dream destination for Americans is Japan, even though most don't get here. So there is a really big interest. But I think these American YouTubers that live in Japan, you John Dobb, your Harp Life, etc., I think they actually scare off a lot of tourists with the fake news, with the clickbait stuff. You know, the typhoon the other day. And we all know a typhoon can be bad, we know this. But it's managed quite well. It was managed, you know, very, very well down here. But, you know, if you watched John Dobbs' channel, you would think it was the end of the world. You'd think it was disaster. Oh, it's Friday. Yes, it is. It's Friday today. And I don't know if I'm going the right way, because I wasn't really paying much attention to where we were walking. But we shall see. There's don 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 donkey don Quixote. Now I know we are going the wrong way. We need to go this way. Don 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 donkey. It is Friday, Friday on my mind. But in some ways as well, you know, I'm happy that all the tourists are in Osaka, because then I don't get to see them. Even though my friend Shoto, who climbed up Mount Fuji with me, I said to him, am I still a tourist? And he said, Mark, you will always be a tourist. No matter how many times you come here, no matter what you think you may know about the country or how to get around the country, or that you've seen more of the country than what I have, you will still be a tourist. And it was like, you bastard, how dare you? Japan is just so good. Yes, it is. It is just so good. It's so clean. So clean. Last night, when I was looking for a big camera after I ended the stream, I saw a lady going up the escalator, and she was going to catch a Shinkansen, right? She only had a couple of minutes to get the Shinkansen. The people in away from tourist areas are so much more happier and polite. And I said to her, and I was hoping she'd just point to it, I said, I'm looking for big camera. A big camera? I said, yeah, I'm looking for big. I know we lost signal there. The phone. I was saying, yeah, but she made sure I was okay before her Shinkansen left. So this is the tourist area. But you can do it, telephone. Are we back online? Sorry, telephone is giving me all sorts of warnings, and I'm trying to get the wind of the river. So if it overheats too much and cuts out too much, I will stop the stream. I will let the phone cool down if I need to stop the stream, and then we will come back, okay? But we'll persevere with it at the moment. If it drops out every now and again, I am sorry. Sorry. There we go. I actually cried today. I was watching Bella Cam. A Japanese company saw Bella on one of the streams and sent us out a doggy camera. I'm going to show it when I get back home to Australia. I'll do a little review on it. I've already showed the members some of the footage of Bella, and just watching her today, I really choked up and really got quite emotional. I don't even know what the company name is, to tell you the truth. I'll have to look it up. But thank you to them for sending the most wonderful gift. Isn't this the most spectacular thing you've seen in a while? Please tell me you can see this, everybody, before I continue. I'll continue on my way, but please tell me that you saw that. Please tell us that we do have signal back long enough for you to have seen that, that building. I see can. Yes, isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. We went in there today, the stream was playing up, I was hot and flustered. There's not much in there really. It's like an old hotel / tea house. But isn't it just a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous building at night? This alone is why you should, yeah, Ukraine colours, that's exactly right. It is the Ukraine colours. This is exactly why you should come to Hakata. just to see this building, and very observant. It is in honor of Ukraine. There's a little sign down here going on. Okay, so you are absolutely correct that that's what it's all about. So there we go. Beautiful. What building is that? It's an old hotel. We went in there earlier. I've forgotten the name of the hotel, but we read it earlier on the very first stream today. 18 something something something. Let's try get, even though the phone is playing up, we're doing semi-okay. Let's try get over to Canal City before the phone does. Oh, my God, gorgeous. Oh my God, what a cute doggy. Oh, cute little doggy. Gorgeous building. Let's try get over there before the phone dies. Any earthquakes? Every day in Japan there's an earthquake. Have I been in an earthquake? No, no. I missed an earthquake by half an hour, and that was in Hakata. Excellent planning this trip for me, because I missed the earthquake by half an hour. I missed a typhoon. My schedule was perfect. If my schedule was a little bit further or a little different day, it would have been completely mucked up. But we have not been delayed once. It has been like I am now the master of schedules. We predicted NASCAR. We did predict an earthquake last time. Yes, we did. I predicted I'm going to be in a very, very small earthquake when I get back to Tokyo. Okay. So between the 23rd and the 28th of this month, I predict there is going to be a little tremor. Nothing much, just a little tremor. Isn't this beautiful, everybody? And there's so much room because, again, there's no tourists. This is, I mean, look, excluding the amount of lights that are on the building here, this is Osaka. Do you know what I mean? Like, what does Osaka have to offer that this place doesn't have to offer? And the answer is, this has more to offer because there's space, there's room, all the food that you can imagine is here. It's, you know, all 6 or 6. No overpriced food compared to Osaka. Like, that's what I mean. Osaka is so expensive. I go to a pizza chain in Omiya, same pizza chain which is in Osaka. It's $5 for a pizza in Omiya. It's, I think, $15 or $20 in Osaka. So that's the other myth as well, where people go, Japan is so expensive. It's only expensive because of where you're going. Where we've been over this week, I don't think I've hit like $40 a day. Right, and anybody feels the way I do about you now. There you go, a bit of Oasis, everybody. I don't know if I've got coins. Do I have coins? Here we go. We're gonna give it 500 yen. Ah!
My homepage.
Your homepage. Oh my God.
Twitter, YouTube, Keita Wakiyama.
You got a YouTube as well.
Thank you.
Ah, excellent. Cool.
Thank you.
We shall join. Okay, everybody. That's the. Where's the QR code? Screenshot this QR code, everybody. You got that? Screenshot it. Excellent. Baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, I should maybe join him and do a duet. You're my wonderful. I'll scare everyone off. Though in saying that, I mean, like, I used to, in the good old days, I used to do some work with some record companies. No, I was no one important. I just did a little bit of marketing, and but I can firmly say that he is singing semitone flat. But he should be successful because a lot of singers these days sing semitone flat. But he's happy though. He was very happy that we gave him 500 yen. He was like, yes! Look at this, see? How cool is this, everybody? Forget Osaka. How cool! Hello, hello! They're so friendly here as well. In Hakata, they all smile, they all wave, they all say hello. They're really good people. And again, like, Japanese people are generally friendly. I think you know this, but in a tourist area of Osaka, they get fed up with tourists. They're a little bit short with you, you know. They still say thank you and hello and all that sort of stuff, but the heart may not be fully there. Down here, because you are the only tourist, they're like, yeah, we like you, we want. When will you be back in Australia? Next month. Next month. Now, we're going to do a little detour. I want to cross the road down here because, see, we're going over there, but I want to show you these food stalls. We've got some more music going on here. Oh my god, I don't have any more 500 yen coins. I think these people are dialer friends. I've just got a feeling because they're dancing away there to the music, doing a good job. Isn't it great? Why would you not want to come here? Why? Alright, going to cross the road, we're going to go look at those markets, then we're going to head into Canal City. I keep forgetting what it was. It's been a long day, people. It's been a long day. I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you are enjoying the stream, you'd like to buy me a drink, please do so at the PayPal. I'll tell you, auntie and uncle, that one going to Japan, the Osaka, it's really full of tourists. Stay away from there. Bella is calling me back, you know. When Hoppy was alive, Hoppy was the same. Bella, it's the same. No matter how much I hate Australia, no matter how feral and dirty and crime-ridden and drug-ridden and horrible Australia is, my little Bella is there. And as I say, I watched her on the camera today. This morning at the Shinkansen. I was doing a piece to camera. I thought I would show people, here I am in, you know, the Shinkansen. I'm watching Bella in Melbourne. She was laying on the bed and I called her name because she could hear you. And she looked up and I cried. I really miss my little girl. I really do. I'd really love somehow to bring her. It would be like if I ever win lotto, private jet, Bella to Japan. That's what it'll be. Like that guy, like look, these are full colour brochures. He'd spent a fortune on this. We'll join his channel anyway. Osaka's even worse now as well because there's this tourist boom going on at the moment. And it's hell. It's absolutely hell. I am dreading going there in 2 days. And I am not staying in Namba. I'm going to stay near the Shinkansen, and I'm just going to pop into Namba very, very quickly and just, you know, just have a very, very quick stream in there with you all. It's really nothing worth doing. Go to Sapporo, amazing. Go to Aomori, amazing. Come here and get some food, amazing. Everything is amazing. What do we got here? Hello! What do we got here, people? What do we got here? We've got, hello. Hi! There she is, hi! Looking pretty good there. Sitting down by the river, getting nice and cold while listening to the generators. Oh, they got music down here. Look at them. Oh, wow. This could be copyright music, so we won't stay here very long. But how cool is that with all the lights? Hello! See what I mean? So nice, they wave to you. They smile, they wave. This is why you need to come to places like this. It's extraordinary. It really on your dial. Japanese people are raised that when they go out in the morning, they have to make everybody's day a little brighter, whether it be just with a hello or a smile or a wave of the hand. You know, it's hey, how are you? See what I mean? Like just a wave of the hand. It's exceptional. What we got here? Cantaloupe, rock melon, watermelon, grapes. We've got it all here. Served by this wonderful lady. What do we got? Chips. Hello. See, everybody's smiling down here. It is the place to be in Hakata. Like, everybody was so happy. And of course, there's food down the other side as well. I won't show you the food down there, otherwise we'll be going on forever and ever and ever. But am I selling this to you? Am I Hakata to you? Is this the place to come, everybody, with your Shinkansen pass? God, I hope so. I hope I'm not wasting my breath this week. It smells so lovely as well. You've got all the char, grill, barbecue smell going on. Everybody down here as well behaves themselves in Japan. So, you know, they can drink out here and have fun. There's no fights. There's nothing stupid going on like that. And they're even applauding on the other side of the river because the Within Japan channel is here. That's what they're applauding. They've just seen me, everybody. So you're going, ha, there he is. That's the man that conquered Fuji 87% of the way. 87%. Can somebody do the maths for me of how much percentage is past the 8th station on Fuji? Is it 87? I'm going to say it's 87%. No, let's say 92%. He works for Japan Tourists. Oh my God, I wish I did. I only ever have one bad thing that I can think of to say about Japan. I think I've only, I think only one thing. Well, only one thing sticks to mind that is bad about Japan that I can think of. So yeah, and for such a negative person such as myself, that whinges and moans about everything, that finds badness in everything, for me to only find one bad thing in Japan, you know that, like, I'm the worst critic, right? You know what I mean? I will deliberately try and find faults. And apart from the one fault here, I can't find anything else. Actually, two faults. Two faults in Japan. One of the faults is the question is this city called Hakata or Fukuoka? Well, technically yes, you are right, but I'm saying Hakata because the reason why is referring to everything as with the Shinkansen. Okay, so it's the Hakata stop you get off at, so therefore we're not confusing the whole scheme of things. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope I explained that right. If the camera will turn around. Turn around, camera. Oh my god, that was a good close-up of me, wasn't it? That is just... yeah, the 3 p.m. check-in is, as far as I'm concerned, the most illogical, stupid thing that this can do. Only one hotel in Sapporo wouldn't even look after our luggage, and I had to give her a talking to in the friendliest possible way. I said, you're a hotel, you're here for tourists. It's bad enough that you can't check in till 3 o'clock, but then not to look after their luggage is absolutely crazy. And then she tried to say, oh, you know, but the 3 o'clock check-in, it's because they're cleaning the room. And I said, that is a stock standard Japanese line. Whatever hotel you go to, they will always say, sorry, they're cleaning the room. Yeah, it's a stock standard line. She could speak English. She was the owner of the hotel that I stayed at in Sapporo was actually Singaporean. That's the only reason why I was sort of like talking to her and reading her the riot act, because him as a Singaporean should well know that not to look after people's suitcases. You know, when they've been travelling, you go into Sapporo, for goodness sake. You know, you haven't gone just down the road, you're travelling a great distance, and so not to look after somebody's luggage is just silly. Man, there's music going on everywhere here. Look at these, oh my god. So yeah, that is a big problem Japan needs to fix up. Yes, in a lot of ways, which I am. I don't know much history in that about Japan or how things work in Japan. I think you all know this. I'm seeing it as a tourist, and I want to show potential tourists it as a tourist as well. And even though some of the things that I say are kind of skewed to make it easier, so to speak, it's done for a reason for the first-time tourist. It's a lot easier to say, catch a Shinkansen to the Hakata station and then come to Hakata, rather than catch it to the, get to Hakata station and then, you know what I mean? So I try keep it as simple as I can without confusing people too much. Japan in some ways is a little confusing, I suppose, for tourists anyway, because you have a lot of places that sound the same. Fukushima, Hiroshima, Negajima, you know what I mean? Like there's I'm getting hot now. There's plenty of places that all sound the same. So, yeah. There's a saying, keep it simple, stupid, and that's what I try. That's what I try to do. And hopefully I show you how easy it all is. If stupid me that knows nothing can get around Japan, and I can't speak Japanese at all. I can't read Japanese. I'm classed as legally blind, in case you never knew. I have a partially fake leg. Like everything that could be wrong with me is wrong with me. If I can manage Japan, anybody can manage Japan. So So don't be a stranger. Well, I'm addicted to the place. We've been back here, 4 times this year or 5 times this year, some stupid amount already. It fascinates me. It fascinates me that I don't understand it, and I don't question it. And I don't like it when American YouTubers living in Japan question it and go, but in the States this is what we do, and it's like, but this is not the States, and this is why they don't do it, and you shouldn't question it. You should just go with it, and you should enjoy it for... that broke up. There's been a lot of pressure from the American government for Japan to become more Americanized in rules and freedoms and bits and pieces. Like, how can the American government put pressure on Japan to do that, knowing that the crime and the violence and the drugs and the homelessness and the financial problems that America has, same with Australia, it's so very, very bad. What right does it have to try pressure Japan that is clean, relatively crime-free, has a pretty good economy going on, good people, good gun control, to change for the worse? Why would America want this to change? America should be wanting to become more like this. Japan is very much a success story of how massive population can, work, live, be happy together, and just be kind. Yeah, Japan has problems. We know it's got problems. All countries have problems, but I tell you, the problems in Japan compared to the problems in America, compared to the problems in Australia, I know which one I'd pick. Why do I return to Japan so frequent? Because I feel safe here. Because I feel safe, I feel welcome, I feel it's affordable to me, but it's safe. I don't walk at all at home. At home, I do not leave my apartment, except if I'm walking Bella around the block. That's it. You go to the shop, you're likely to be bloody stabbed in my city. You go on the streets, everybody's on meth, everybody's on drugs. It's dirty. My city is extremely dirty, I just so want to jump in this water. And when you do come here, apart from that stupid 3 p.m. check-in, don't question it. I've seen a lot of tourists argue the Japanese and say, we're from Australia, or we're from England, or we're from America, and this is how we do it. It's like, no, don't come here like that. If you want to be in a country like England, Australia, or America, go holiday in England, Australia, or America. Don't come here. So the second problem with Japan is they will not allow me to become a citizen, and I believe that's criminal. I believe the government needs to be held accountable for that. I think there's a light display soon. This had the water cannons today. This area here that you're looking at, all the children were running around on this artificial grass, and they had staff members up there with water guns, and up there with water guns, shooting them all, keeping them all cool. I did get done a little video. It was, but Sapporo J, I got a bit of heat stroke today. Actually, I've had a bit of heat stroke all week. When I got to the capsule, I lay down. I was not feeling too good, and I fell asleep for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. When I woke up again, I felt okay, but I felt like I wanted to go back to sleep, and I knew that if I went back to sleep, I'd be asleep all night, and we'd miss out on doing the stream completely. I have an early Shinkansen tomorrow, so I just thought, stuff it, let's do the stream now. So sorry for the bumps here, everybody, but my body is starting to really get the effects of the heat. My body is really starting to. It's not the travel. The travel's fine, but this heat is just. This heat is just absolutely, really hitting me now. Melbourne is goddamn cold. It's beautiful, isn't it? Canal City. Let's go over here and try to take a picture of the building. I definitely need an umbrella. Definitely need an umbrella. The only problem is when you're live streaming, I have so many things in my hands. Today I've only got the gimbal, but normally both my hands are full, and then to have an umbrella is a problem. And then if a big gust of wind comes along, you know, there's another problem there going on as well. So unfortunately, that's a problem. Super is here. So we are not far from ending the stream anyway, people. Sorry if you were coming thinking it was a 10 o'clocker. But you just have to watch this back. It was quite good. It only the phone only malfunctioned a few times. So this particular shopping complex is broken up into three kind of different areas. This first building over here. And it's a pretty cool building the way it's shaped like this. This is all your foods, all your restaurants, okay, like here. And then when you come around here, and it curves around here, this is all your anime, computer games and stuff. We'll try go in there. I don't know how good the signal is going to be. We tried to go in there a little bit earlier, but we'll try. Dipperdan's Crepes. We'll try go into the gaming bit. We have a McDonald's here. What are some Japanese only McDonald's going on? We have Oreo frappe, but the burgers, I had one of these limited edition burgers. One of them's a bit, I won't say bad, it's just not to my taste. They have like pommes here. That's pretty cool. This is the summer burgers coming up. So I tried that one down there. That one has an egg. That one has chicken. Okay, we lost signal in there. Sorry, I was just showing you the toys. I think the water display's on now. Have a look at the water display and then I'm going to bugger off. If any of you would like to buy me a drink, please do so via our PayPal. It's been a very long stream. It's been a very long walk. My hotel is actually near here, so I had to walk all the way down to walk all the way back.
A beautiful display of projected visuals and water fountains will soon commence. We hope you enjoy one of the biggest entertainment shows right here in Canal City, Hakata. Please be cautious of the occasional water sprays from strong winds. Please refrain from using flash cameras and taking long videos. We appreciate your cooperation.
Hello, Mad Hatter. Have I been a hard off yet? No, because I know I'll spend money. I have not had a hard off in... Technically, I've not had a hard off in Japan yet. This time around. Sorry everybody, the phone overheated. Here we go, let's try this again. You didn't miss much at the moment, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Oh my god. See you, Sapporo J. Have a good night, my friend. And I ate the cocoa-covered peanuts on the Shinkansen. Thank you. They were so good. I ate the whole bag. I hope you're all getting the picture okay. Wow, that water just goes on forever. Whoa, it's like rockets. I don't know if you're seeing it on camera very good, but in real life it's amazing. The surround sound is crazy. You got a big challenge coming up. Big fight. The Gundams. Got zooming lights all over the floor everywhere as well. Lights go all the way to the top of the building. It's quite amazing. I don't know if you can see it good on the mobile phone or not. The sound is just extraordinary. Everybody's getting their mobile phone. Actually, I don't know what they're accessing, but they're all doing it now. Make it a little interactive. Everybody's doing it. Not quite sure what's going on for the final battle. You need your mobile phone for the final battle. Here we go, ready. world champion. It is the how-to guy. That was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Okay, we're nearly going to end this stream. I'm going to go into Macca's and get a Coca-Cola. We'll see if we have a little bit of signal to show you in here again. It may cut out. We shall see. What do we got here? We got candies. Oh, look at this. We got popcorn, people. Different flavored popcorn. The colored flavored popcorn, which is extraordinary. And look at these cakes. Oh my god, that was raspberry. This one is pistachio, strawberry. Oh my god, they're like amazing. We'll let the people get those cakes as we continue on our journey into shopping paradise. Entertaining. Like, again, like, you might say, well, it's just a light show or whatever, do you know what I mean? But Pauline, you'll agree with this. I was just saying, in Australia, everything would be cost. You know, there's so many free things to do in Singapore, in Japan, that you don't, you know, if you bring your whole family over, don't believe the clickbait that Japan is expensive. For God's sake, it is not expensive. It is really cheap with a lot of free stuff. I see you, Sammy. A lot of free stuff to do, okay? Especially when you're away from Osaka. Oh, you okay? What's going on here? They're face masks. Hello. We are really breaking up now. It is pretty much time for us to call it a night anyway. It's been a pretty full-on day, I have to say. An amazing full-on day. Tomorrow we're in Kobe, however you want to pronounce it. Rimuru used to criticize me all the time because I call it Kobe. But, you know, you say it how you say it. You know what I'm saying? So we're in Kobe tomorrow. We're going to take it a little bit slower in Kobe. We've got a day and a half in Kobe. And it's because I want to go to the herb garden, which I know Pauline's going to love. I want to go on the funicular railway. And just by the way, in case you never knew, they actually have a statue of me here. They commissioned a statue of me. Now, please don't get too excited, because they did say, could they just model me in my underwear? And I said, yes, they can. So just here, I think you will agree, very, very similar. No hair. Big lips, sort of, maybe. And a very similar sort of defined chest you see there, as I have. So thank you, Hakata, for mortalising me. Oh my god, I like this. I like that. Oh my god, I like that too. Thank you very much to Kobe for immortalising me in a statue. Mandy just walked past my neighbour. I just walked past your neighbour. Your neighbour? Did I really? Who's your neighbour? Your neighbour in there? What? What are you on about? I don't know what you're on about. I'm getting very tired now. Very, very tired. I haven't even been upstairs, so I don't even know what's upstairs at this shopping centre. I'll have to come back here. I'll have to do it again at some point. There is a lot to see, a lot to do. We showed the Pac-Man earlier today. Here it is again, because it's cool. And I think I think that's it for the night. I am completely spent. I'm going to get a drink and a cheeseburger at McDonald's. I'm going to walk back to the hotel. I got an early train tomorrow, even though I have a day and a half in Kobe. I decided to get there first thing in the morning so that I can really have a full day and a half of relaxation and just relax for the first time, because I've done a lot of walking on this trip. I have to say, a hell of a lot of walking, but I do hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, all of our streams, all of our uploads are done with Secure Mobile, and even though we are not sponsored by them, we have an affiliated link below. Please get your Secure SIM from us if you are coming to Japan. And of course, the JR Rail Pass, nobody has got one from our affiliated link yet, and we are well and truly into our 14-day adventure, 14 city in 14 days. So please get your JR Pass now. Buy it now before the price goes up. You don't need to use it now. You can buy it now and then use it later in the year or next year or whenever you want. Literally all you're doing is buying the certificate. So please do that via our PayPal link below. I'm spent, I'm tired, a very long stream tonight. I hope you did enjoy it. We finally, third time lucky, we did get a stream here in Hakata. Come here on the Shinkansen, wherever you are in this big, wide, wonderful world. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and we will see you again soon on the Within Japan YouTube channel.
Center stage, having the time of my life and lying about the